they got about 10 of our pilots.
Okay. So they snuck in the camp and they was
Yeah,
cutting
yeah.
throats, and
They
then
were
he.
real slippery. Like I mean, they were prepared for it. We weren't.
Right, right. So he. Okay.
He But he sliced my arm.
You blocked him,
Yeah,
and then you.
like that,
Uh.
and then I was able to pow.
Oh, get your gun up from underneath your pillow. Shit. I bet that was scary.
Well, that was a thing back then.
Hmm. How many planes you think you shot down?
Uh, Fire shooting down. I didn't shoot any down. I shot one kamikaze coming at us. I was sitting on an LST on a boat going from the main the island down in Singapore down there, and we couldn't fly with the pilot back because the water was that deep on the runway from
Oh.
all that rain. And then we had to get our airplanes out of there, and they just took that island that day that we were on our way out. And so they the commander of the ship, he says, we need volunteers on the guns. He says, he pointed right at me. He says, Sergeant Mall, he says, I hear you're an expert on twin 50s. I says, sir, could I try something else? I shoot twin 50s all the time. And he says, what would you like to try? I says, one of the 105 cannons on the back of the ship. He says, I'll send a gunner's mate with you to show you how to operate it. I says, okay. I said, I've got a good idea how to do it. Jesus, guy, we're about 4 hours out of Southern Island there, heading towards where we were going. And Jesus Christ, this gunner's mate with me, he says, don't that look like a plane out there? It was at least 1,000 feet out there. And we were going up, and he had to raise with above the swells and like that. And he kept saying, shoot, shoot. I says, he's too far out there. I let him get in about between 400 and 500 feet away. And just as our ship was coming down, he was coming up. When he was level, on the fourth shot, I blew him sky high.
Damn.
Yeah. He would have got us.
He's finna crash that boat, wasn't he?
Huh?
He's finna run that plane into that boat, wasn't he?
Yeah, oh, hell, he was trying to
kill everybody.
See, they didn't know how to land them. They only knew how to take off. And the whole front of their airplane is loaded with
bombs.
With not ammunition, but bombs and stuff. So when they hit a ship, it blows sky high. See, they were never told that it was an honor for them to die.
Right, they had that last cup of sake.
Yeah, you ain't a kid. They had their last rites.
You come back, and if you come back, you disgrace, or they kill you, I think.
Jesus. One of them missed the ship, and he landed on our runway.
Did it blow up?
And he didn't know. He was just a kid, but probably about 16.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. They had him. When you saw that thing about this little Japanese that got in with Americans. I mean, they took care of him on an island. That's what we had one of those.
Wow.
I had 4 Japanese. We were going around this great big hill, and the 4 of them was running up towards the gun emplacement on top of the hill, and I emptied my guns. They were bouncing about 20 feet in the air. Of course, that was with falling and all that. If they would have got to the gun emplacement, they would have probably got us, because just then after that happened, our plane, one engine quit,
Oh, okay.
and we were bounced. I was shooting straight out, but the airplane was
Oh, vertical. I mean,
vertical,
sideways.
going around
Yeah,
this
yeah.
mountain,
Because the one.
and
Damn.
and man, oh man, that's
What was your trickiest shot? What's the trickiest, like, shit, now or never?
well, that was it.
That was it. Okay.
Right, really, because I didn't know where there were any more guns out there. Because when this engine quit, well, the others all took off. Our other airplanes all took off back for base, and we were left there. Just him and I in this plane. Well, anyhow, he couldn't feather the prop, so it was dragging back, and we were falling lower and lower and lower. And I'll be a son of a gun when I said, Ed, did you switch tanks? No, damn it, I forgot. He switched the tank, and being at a plane, the propeller was still rotating.
Oh.
It just took right off.
Oh, because
we were able to get some height then, and then we got out to the ocean and dropped down on the ocean, right just above the water.
So they won't shoot you out the air.
4 fighters was coming after us,
shit.
But they couldn't go as fast as what we were.
Oh, really?
Their Japanese fighters couldn't. They could probably do 300 miles an hour, but we were doing over 400 miles an hour.
Getting the hell out of there, huh?
With dropping down and gaining.
Wow.
Yeah, we were probably 20 minutes behind the rest of them, and our ground crew was waiting for us. Man, was they celebrating when they saw us coming in. We got right down on the ocean. I had the back door open, and spray was coming up into the airplane, and but we got back okay.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that was touchy when we lost that one engine.
Man, he forgot to turn the gas on. Crazy sucker.
No, it run out of gas out of one of the upper tanks.
Yeah.
and that way he could straighten it back out, and we could get out of there.
Lucky you was there, because he wouldn't have thought of that shit.
Well, he was all excited because everything was happening so fast.
Yeah.
They were shooting at the other airplanes before they left, and we were by ourselves out here. And that goddamn commander of that, that time of the ship, that was another time that when we shot this kamikaze down, and he says, this didn't happen to everybody. He says, this did not happen. That son of a gun got his name in the Stars and Stripes that he shot it down.
What?
Yeah, well, about a month later, it was they brought it to us. to show us. And we were already moved onto another island.
Stole your glory.
Yeah,
That's something.
he took the.
What's his name?
I don't know
You don't
what
know?
his name
Okay.
was at the time.
We have to find
Jesus,
him.
you didn't remember those things. I
Right.
mean, everything was right now. Some of them I couldn't even say this. Some of the islands we was strafing and dropping firebombs on. I couldn't name them.
It's heavy, all over in the Pacific.
We were always about 100 miles ahead of everybody else.
Blowing shit up.
Our A-20s would go in.
Blow up the stuff on the islands and everybody
Yeah,
come
so
and
that
take.
the infantry and the Marines could land on it.
Okay, may set up shop.
Oh, yes. They'd set up, and we in the meantime, next mission we'd be on would be for clearing another island off. One time, my pilot said to me on the intercom, he says, 4 minutes to target. And I said, okay. I took a cigarette out of my pocket and I was going to start lighting it. I looked and I got 2 of them lit, burning gunsight.
Two
Yeah,
cigarettes. Oh, he was nervous.
Christ, I'm lighting up another one. I said,
nervous.
"Whoa, Ed, you better take a hold of yourself here."
Right.
God almighty. It was right after that I kind of, see, they were free to us.
Right. Oh, cigarettes.
The cigarettes were free. Everything for the combat crews was free.
They gave y'all beer too?
Huh?
Beer?
Oh, we had beer all the time.
Free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, this one time, my partner he went on every other mission, and they seemed to not get shot up at all. But when I went, Jesus Christ, what was they after me or what? I don't know.
Somebody
But
else.
sometimes I come back this one time with 180 holes in the airplane.
In the plane?
Yeah.
Damn.
From them shooting at me. See, they didn't have enough of training to lead. Well, we're doing 400 miles an hour, so they got to shoot 50 feet in front of us.
Right.
For us to run into the bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, this one time they were patching my airplane up, and he had 86 holes patched already in there, and he wasn't even half done. And the commanding officer said, "Hey, just pull the engines off in it and take it to the junkyard." Yeah, because we had cables shot and the plane was really a wreck.
Mm. What you at?
The